Namaste everyone, it's me as with Tamrakar, and now we are in international discourse program, and today we have a special guest and China Nepal expert Dinesh Khanal. So I would like to welcome him to my show. You're most welcome to the international discourse.
Thank you. Namaste.
How are you?
I'm very fine.
Okay, how the days are going on?
It's going well, but the COVID is growing more, so I have to be careful.
Okay, Mr. Dinesh, you are the expert of China Nepal. So I need to ask you more questions. So we have the genuine question from the side of Nepalese people. And recently a few countries like United States and the West had complaints China's Xinjiang policy and also raise up the human rights issue in China's Xinjiang. Have you followed this news? What is your opinion on China's Xinjiang policy? And what do you want to say about the false reports of some foreign countries on China's Xinjiang related issues?
Xinjiang is the province in China,
Yeah.
which is a lot of Muslim minorities live there,
Right.
and it has the policy like a different policy for in China has one country two system, and they have the autonomous region.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
one of the autonomous region is Xinjiang, where the Muslim people are there, the Chinese Muslim, and they are doing very well, very nice. But now, as your question, why these Western countries as claiming them because of
Absolutely right.
because they want to make this kind of comments so that make the China get the disturb, as well as now the next month, February 14th, the Olympic is starting in Beijing. So West country, I think they make the China's this comment because they are all Chinese. What I mean? Chinese people are there, and why they wants to do this problem? No. But actually, those are Chinese people, and all the people, Western people, they are making the issues like unconcerned because it is China's internal affairs. Same like in Nepal, we don't like other countries to.
This is the China's internal concern, internal problem. So the whole society, the powerful nations, they are going to interfere.
Yeah,
some countries
in Western
connected over the
some countries like Western countries, United States, they are complaining about
the global societies keep watching right now.
But
Mr.
other countries are
you should say clearly
because we support China's one policy. China's one policy means their policy is one country with two systems. So we support them. So why should we interfere in the internal affairs? No country can, any country can concern with the internal things because as long as I know, last year, April, I think our ambassador to China has visited to Xinjiang, and in his interview, he said he has seen the Xinjiang, and it is very well developed, well arranged. People are happier there, and there are more than 900 delegates have already visited Xinjiang, who has reported Xinjiang, the growth and development and human rights is same as all the Chinese all over the world, all over the Chinese country, China, all over the China. But why they are making issue is that, sir, I want to tell you that Western are afraid of China's development, progress and prosperity. They are afraid they will go to the big economy and they will make the world, they will get stronger, powerful. So that's the main issue that all of these Western medias are blaming, and they're writing the false news, fake news all the time about China.
Okay, and Mr. Dinesh, you stayed in China, the many years, and so you have lots of experience, and you can explain about the international, the political scenario, what is happening around the globe. So you keep watching, and from the Nepal part, as the Nepal China expert, you have to say something over here. And the 2022 Winter Olympic is about to start. As Nepal-China relation expert, and you have also studied in China and stayed there for many years, what do you expect to want to say about this? And what do you think about the United States and other countries inciting a boycott of the Winter Olympics?
Definitely.
Yes. This is really the genuine
This
question.
is the Olympic is sports, not
Yes,
the
okay,
political
right.
things. Why the United States boycott or other Western countries are boycotting, because they are making Olympics game into the politics. As the China is doing, this is second time Olympics, not first time. They have done 10 years ago successful Olympics. I was there in China, in Beijing. This is second time happening Winter Olympics happening in China. And why they are afraid is that in this condition now, the pandemic all over the world. But they think that China will not help this, stop this. But China is capable, because they have capable to restrict this the pandemic. That there is no second
wave. Omicron virus is spreading around the globe.
Around the globe, but not in China.
This third wave.
But not in China.
Okay.
There is no second wave in China. After first wave, there is no second wave. There is no third wave in China.
China is in
They are capable. China is capable to preserve, save their people. Take this under control.
Okay, are you sure that you can say?
I'm
Mr. Dinesh.
Yes, I'm sure China will be successful in this Olympics games, showing the world that they are capable for this to control this pandemic as well, because they have taken all the precautions, safety. Everything is they have done very well. Their leaders are visiting to the playground or the sports ground, to the stadium or the management. They are keenly doing this thing. Even they have the international flights and international travel. Also, they have somehow the restrictions so that they will not bring the Omicron inside. So they have kept very carefully their borders, the customs, and they seal all the countries' border and make their people safer.
Okay, everything is fine in China.
Yes.
No problem, no doubt.
There are some problems, but if you
this all are misunderstanding. And who is trying to spread the misunderstanding around the globe? Who is trying to spread?
That's the
Who's playing a great role?
West, they are doing
right
the politics over China, because China is holding the Olympics successfully. They are afraid they are capable to hold this big event in this pandemic too. For them it is big lesson. That's why they are make this propaganda, political propaganda. And they are bringing this Xinjiang problem. Maybe they are bringing here MCC problem and also Tibet problem. They can make all the things like all the way around, because only thing is, as Mr. I want to tell you through your media, only thing they want to stop China for the progress. That I understood.
Okay, at the present, the important Muslims are tempted to have feelings for China and support some so-called boycott activities, right? And especially those aimed at the Winter Olympics. Your opinion on what misunderstandings these people have about China, and what causes these misunderstandings in your opinion, and what do you think of these misunderstandings? And you can be resolved.
Yes, there is a big misunderstanding.
Let's clear.
But as I'll tell you, Middle East country like Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia never boycott Olympics in Beijing. Why should they? They are Muslim country. Saudi Arabia is Muslim country, and they support Olympic in Beijing. But why American they are not supporting Olympic, not taking part, not sending any official people to the Olympic? Why? Muslim countries they are supporting China. Why the West is not supporting? It means they make these Olympic games they see as the political, but actually Olympics is a game, sports, and I think sports shouldn't be included with politics, cannot be judged as the politics.
Okay, let's we have also the internal problem, and so there is the border connectivity between China and Nepal, and we have a historical, long-lasting relationship, right? So we can't break right now. And Mr. Dinesh, what is happening in border between China and Nepal? So let's explain about it. in the last months, in the last years, we have the lots of discussion, discourse, right?
Mr.
And so,
HB, you should ask me the question, what's happening with Nepal and India border? I think there is no problem between China and Nepal
no
border.
problem.
Because there were some disputed land, if there was also. Just now we could see the Chinese embassy spokesperson just speak out through the Facebook, or that they send the message that we don't have any problem with Nepal in borders. If there is problem, they are ready to sit and solve, to talk.
Mr. Dinesh, I have to say here in front of you right now that in Indian medias, the Sagarmatha is inside China. So this is the misunderstanding.
I think you just come back. You come back from Japan.
Yeah.
Indian medias are fake. They'll write anything. So can we believe that? Can you believe that? Haven't you followed this Aztec and so many medias that make this Nepal's
Did
first
China encounter at that time?
Yeah. We don't care what the China and India has the problem. They have the border problem, border issues. They have army fighting last time in Ladakh. So many things. But we never have problem. We have never problem with China.
Very strong relationship with the Chinese political leaders. So
no, not me. All Nepalis have. Nepali we have good relations.
You have
with the
right
China
now that the Mr. Dinesh, there is no problem between China.
No. The diplomatic friendship is the diplomatic relation is the most highest level, because last 2 years ago, 2019, President Xi Jinping visited here. So many agreement has done. Many years after Chinese supreme power, president has arrived in Nepal, so sending that we are good neighbor of you, mentioning that we will support you in your progress. Is that not enough? How friendly we are? And look at our history. We don't have any problem with China. Only thing is problem with China people is all the people who are invade China, or they don't like China to go the progress. Our country, Nepal's country is a neighboring country. We love China. Why not? Every Nepali likes China. But first, we love our own country. We must love our country first, and our territory. Just you asked me the question. We have to make clear. The government should do this. Now, if there is disputed land, there is problem. The diplomatically, peacefully sit down and talk, and bilaterally we have to solve this problem.
There is no doubt, that China is the one of the strong power of the global society, and China is rapidly, moving on towards the apex point. So, we can get the more benefits from China, right? And so, Mr. Dinesh, do you have any formula? Do you have an idea? How can we develop the strong relationship with China and Nepal, and how can we get the more technology and the more the economic support from China? We have no doubt that during this COVID-19, China supports a lot to us.
Exactly, sir. There is no exactly formula as you said, but I will say we have good relation. That works as formula.
Yes.
China is developing.
Yes.
Now the world power, everything, like world engine, the China producing so many stuff, so many brands, So it is the world supermarket also, So it means you can buy anything you want from China, China brand as your quality, as your payment purchase quality. You have the less money, you have the less quality, you have the high money, you put more money, then you have the high quality. Everything is there in China. But how can we benefit, as you say, as we are already benefited, You ask me why. Because we are their neighbor, they are our neighbor, and we share the mountains, we share the Himalayan range with Tibet, and we are also supporting them from our side.
Of course, you're right.
And also our trade is going through borders. Trading also there is going on. So in future, also we can do a lot of business. But right now, this pandemic situation, China is the only one country who has helped us in the medical equipment, in the vaccines, and all the supports they have doing, and they have They have said that they have
Okay,
continued
from
to
the
do
every
that.
angle,
So every angle is Nepalese. but
China is
yeah,
supporting us,
supporting
right?
us.
There's no doubt.
And
But-
there is one thing I'm adding.
Okay.
There is lack of the diplomatic talk between China.
You are
Let's talk to
you
China.
are the China Nepal expert.
But-
you have a
yeah,
policy. You
no.
have a strong
I'm-
formula
I'm-
how to make
I'm
a
a-
strong relationship between
Yes.
China and Nepal. So you can play the diplomatic relationship. You
But
can play.
I'm a normal citizen of Nepal and I live in Kathmandu. That's my identity. I'm not included in the other political powers.
If the political
Yeah,
leader of Nepal they give
others-
this great responsibility to you, can you ready to
Yeah,
carry?
of course, why not? For my country,
Really?
for our sovereignty, for
Okay.
our development, for our peace and prosperity, definitely. My life, I can sacrifice my life for my country, So why not I can work if they give me the responsibility?
Okay, Mr. Dinesh, we are at the end of this conversation, and so what do you have to say right now?
Right now,
Yes.
I will say like the rumors
Uh-huh.
the Western country are making in Nepal,
Mhm.
and Western or the United States wants to come to Nepal as MCC project. Better we do our own project. The transmission line, the sort of transmission line and roads are not only our prosperity because we can be prosperous because we are just behind two big economy, India and China. We can use two markets to make our country prosperous. And two countries are, even the China is very good in agriculture technology. We can bring the technology from China to make our farmers prosperous. We can open all the industries which are closed,
Okay. Yes.
and we can create the job to the people so that the people won't go away to the Middle East and other countries for the hard work. They can work here in Nepal. So this kind of supports we can get it from China if we do have the good diplomatic relation with China. Definitely China will like to see the Nepal stable, peace and stability. I'm very sure for that. China won't like Nepal to unstable. They always like Nepal stable and progress. That's I understand in my 26 years now.
Okay, Mr. Dinesh, we had lots of conversation when I was in Japan, Tokyo, right?
Yes.
So this is the first time we are, having our views in front of the public. So I'm really very glad, and so thank you so much for joining the international discourse.
Thank you, HB sir, and West Nepal definitely. So today I'm here at your head office in Anamnagar, and we used to talk in the night from Tokyo. You used to ask me, and today I have visited your office. I'm
Yes.
very glad to see your office, and very thankful for you. Give me time for this interview so that we speak in English so that all over the world our friends
Yes.
from different nationality also can
course.
hear and understand this our conversation.
Okay, thank you, dear audiences. You keep watching this conversation from the entire society, and special talks about the Nepal-China relationship and the current issues we already added. And so you can share your information through osnepal@gmail.com and sbtamrakar.osnepal@gmail.com, and we're recording this conversation at Tamrakar, Kathmandu. Thank you. Keep watching OS Nepal, and special thanks to our cameraman Rajendra Tamrakar. And thank you. Namaste.